I mean, I wouldn't even buy this camera unless... So, as we all know by now, Canon have released two cameras simultaneously. That is the Canon R7 and the Canon R10. But what are the differences between these two cameras? To begin with, we have the different price points. So the Canon R7 is coming out body only at $1,499, and the Canon R10 is coming out at $979. And both of these cameras are really lightweight. One coming in at 612 grams and the other one coming in at 426. But then the elements for photography. They're both sporting an APS-C sensor, but the R7 comes with a 32.5 megapixel sensor and the R10 comes with a standard 24 megapixel sensor. They both do 15 frames per second with mechanical shutter, but then with electronical shutter, the R7 comes with 30 frames per second, which is super high speed, but that comes with the cost of jelly effect and warping with high speed elements, and the R10 can only do 23 frames per second. Still not bad though. And then with shutter speed, the R7 can shoot up to 8,000, whereas the R10 can only do 4,000. So right there, the R7 is a better camera when it comes to shooting on bright sunny days without the need of additional ND filters. And then the video side, they both shoot 4K, with the difference being that the R7 is oversampled from 7K and the R10 is oversampled from 6K. They both shoot 4K at 60 frames per second, but there are some trade-offs. The R10 has a crop factor of 1.6, whereas the R7 has a crop factor of 1.8, which is a pretty heavy cropping factor. But you do have the ability on the R7 to shoot full frame 4K at 60 frames per second, 24 and 30, but that comes with a cost of line skipping, which simply put means that the image is more blurry, less sharp, and overall less quality within the image. But having the ability to shoot full frame at 4K is a nice element to have. And then the R7 has a 5-axis IBIS stabilization plus E-Stabilization, which means that this camera should have a nice buttery smooth stabilization, whereas the R10 only has the E-Stabilization. So when it comes to vlogging, handheld, etc., without a doubt, the R7 is a better camera here. And then with picture quality, they both shoot 10-bit HDR video. But the R7 does have the C-Log3, which again means within the edit, the R7 is the winner. And then it comes to the body. They both have a 2.36 EVF viewfinder, but the R7 has a better magnification. And again, the R7 has a better LCD flip screen. And overall, the R7 has a better body for the little things like a mic jack, a better USB connector, better weather sealing, new vertical dial, and dual card slot. So looking at all these specs, what is the better camera? I mean, it's obvious just by looking at these specs here that the R7 is the better camera, without a doubt. I mean, here just for the extra $500, which is really nothing when it comes to the camera world, you are getting a better shutter speed, better frames per second, better video quality, better in-body stabilization, better EVF, better LCD screen, better ports. So with that, the R7 is hands down better than the R10. I mean, I wouldn't even buy this camera unless I am absolutely strapped for cash, or I need a lighter camera for the use of a gimbal. But even with using it for a gimbal, the R7 has IBIS and a better in-body stabilization. So the trade-off there might not even be worth it. So which of these cameras would you buy? And have any of you even pre-ordered one of these cameras yet? Let me know in the comments down below. By the way, this is a new channel with new growth, and a like and subscribe to this channel would be amazing. And I'd love to have you guys along for the ride. So with that, I love your faces, and I'll see you next time.